Welcome back to another video. We're here in Muckross in Killarney to do another video. Here's what's coming up today. Heading off in here now, the half door.
Half door.
They were in the houses long ago, they looked out over them. That was to keep the young lads in.
And the hens out there.
Oh yeah, this brings us back to the open days. There was a fine open fire obviously here before. We're here now outside the ice cream parlour, we'll call it. And it's a converted horse box, is it? We see there's cows out here in the field. It's very early to have cows out this black day.
What have you done, boys?
To hell with you, Joe. I will not sound so sick. We're here on the farm of John Fleming here in Muckross now. He's only a few miles outside the town of Killarney. John, what type of farming do you do here now?
I do dairy farming here. I'm a fifth generation dairy farmer here. We're milking close on 80 cows here. And in 2019 then we kind of done a small bit of diversification. We started making ice cream.
Ice cream?
Ice cream.
Right. Today is not a day for ice cream, to the black day for
It is. That's sure.
There will be fine weather to come.
Please God. Please God.
Why did you get into ice cream and how to know about it?
I suppose we always had an interest in it. And then I suppose 2018, it was a difficult year here. We suffered from drought here on the farm. And next we looked around and saw, could we do something different? And I suppose the fact that we're only a few miles from the town as well. Killarney's a great town, there's great opportunity there.
Yeah.
So in 2019, longest day of the year, 21st of June, we started selling ice cream just outside Killarney town and took off from there. And within the first week, a couple of crowds asked us, we started supplying them with ice cream for their businesses. There was Dinah's Cottage and the Killarney Brewery, and kind of took off from there. That was great.
Was it in a van or something you started outside on the side of the road?
It's actually where Tango Street Food is now. Originally, they were just building the cafe there. And we had our own ice cream cart. We'd roll it out in the evening and just approach anyone who was passing by.
When did you start off with the ice cream?
We started selling it in June 2019, and it was fine. But next thing, about 6 months afterwards, we got hit by COVID. So that led to a lot of restrictions.
So it was a tough time to start the business, huh?
Definitely, without a doubt. If you had a few years down, you might be able to predict what was happening.
There was no one going out at all?
No, that's the thing.
It was
all shut down. You might do nothing for 3 or 4 months, and then it'd go crazy when it opens.
Were you thinking then, why did we bother our arse? This is a disaster, like kind of a thing, or?
It's just any plans we had in it, like we're really putting the back burner. You're wondering, even at the time, everybody knew, like, at the time you'd walk into Killarney town and every business is closed, nobody there. You're kind of looking at.
Killarney is one of the busiest towns in Ireland.
It is fantastic town, really, yeah. Plenty happening there.
It has kicked on obviously a lot better since then, so.
It has, yeah, it has. Like, we're still learning it, still developing it, like, but no, in fairness now, very happy with it.
From cow to cone, isn't it?
From cow to cone, yeah, from cow to cone. Like that, we're producing our own milk here, using our own cream from the milk as well, and making our ice cream out of that.
So everything comes from the farm here, so.
It does, yeah. That's right.
Is there many dairy farms around here?
There is, yeah. There is a nice few, all right, like.
Maybe a few sucklers as well.
There'll be a few sucklers and sheepmen here as well, like. You don't have to go too far to find them either.
No.
But no, there is a line of dairy farmers in along. I suppose historically there would have been a few, and they would have been supplying Dawn dairies inside in town.
Don't know whether they're a dying breed. The lads of the good land are stuck in it. How many miles exactly are you from Killarney town?
We're about 3.5 miles from Killarney town here. So we're nice. It's still very quiet. We're on a by road, so it's quiet here. But we're still only a few minutes from town as well.
We see there's cows out here in the field. It's very early to have cows out this black day.
It is very early. We're lucky we're dry here, but also we'd be very conscious that we would suffer from drought in the summer. So if we can get them out this time of year to spare a bit of silage, but there is a chance we might have to feed silage in the summertime.
The ground here is fairly dry. What were you saying here about the well earlier?
We sank a well here in, was it 2017, I think, but they had to go down about 250 feet to hit water. But initially they went down 150 feet and they found nothing at all, only sand and gravel. So that's what we have underneath us here.
The ground is here, it is very dry. It
is, yeah.
Like, we walked around fields today and it was fairly wet, like, and coming over here, which is only 25 minutes away, and the ground is
that's the thing. No, we're lucky. Like, it does get wet, but if you get a dry day again with the sand and gravel, like, it washes through it, goes down through it.
When did you leave cows out first day this year?
We got before the storm came there. They got about 5 days grazing that time because there was good cover grass. Like, there was so much grass last year.
Second week of January, maybe, or what was it?
Was it about the 20th of January?
Maybe, yeah, around then, yeah.
But it was the best grass we had last year was from September on. And even there, at the fall of the year last year, there was fierce growth.
There was, yeah.
And next thing, so there was good cover underneath. It is after checking a bit now in the cold weather.
Yeah.
But still, we said we'd get them out at that time of year, just kind of.
It could be rainy in a month's time.
It could, and we were saying we'd be looking for some place to put slurry as well and stuff like that. And we didn't want to put it down a full field of grass.
When do you house the animals?
Normally they go in, depending on weather, like, but for the middle of October, maybe in calf heifers.
Right.
If you're looking, look, if you could stretch the end of October, you'd be happy out.
And your land here is pretty much all in one block.
All in one block, and we have one small bit of an out farm about a mile away, all right.
Right, but all pretty close to Clarny, so.
It is, yeah, it is.
What kind of Frisian cows do you have, you know, here?
They're a mixture. They wouldn't be extreme Holsteins, like, but they're all Frisians. We haven't really gone into crossbreeding. There's one here. You can see the white head in her. She has a touch Montblair breeding in her. We had a few of them before, and just the white head comes down through as well. There's another cow there. She's out and about.
They're all your own breeding.
They're all our own breeding, yeah.
Is there a lot of dairy farmers around Clarny, and has the number reduced in the last couple of years or gone up?
It has reduced a small bit, but no, there is a good few all around Clarny. I suppose there would have been a history around Clarny of supplying Dawn dairies, but there is still a good few. Well, if you start over here, you probably have, you can't see it in the clouds, you've Stumpa, you've Mangerton, you've Torque, the lowest one down then is the Eagle's Nest, you've Shehy Mountain, and the McGillicuddy Reeks are behind that again.
And yeah, Carrantoul is over there.
Yeah,
so
you can't really see them, they're off, they're off behind.
We're behind Mangerton now on the other side of Kilgarvan.
Ah, right.
We'll be looking over at Mangerton, we'll see the fog in it.
That's it.
That'll tell you how high a mountain is.
We'd actually be very close cross country if we
Definitely,
could drive,
yeah,
straight
completely,
to the
as
mountain.
the crow flies, it'd be very close.
Yeah.
With regards very dry years, like we had one awful dry year there, would this place go, the grass disappear almost? It grew, it failed everyone nearly.
It would. What happens is, basically, like, as they graze it, it goes brown, and next thing it doesn't come back. Like.
There'll be nothing.
But in 2018, we actually ran out of grass for about 10 days. Basically, what we done is we locked them into the paddock there and 2 round feeders, and we bring them in for milking. They were getting silage inside in the feed passage as well. I just fed them there and just had to wait until the grass came back.
But I'd say that happened in a lot of places.
Oh, it would have done, yeah.
Because in old place now, we had a few sucklers and mostly sheep we had, but the mountain, it suited it fine because we had a wet part of the mountain. We drove them away there for 6 or 8 weeks. I remember they done famous there because it suited wet places.
It did, of course, yeah. It did, of course. That's the thing.
They'd be the extreme, like there were many of them places.
That's the thing. Well, to be fair, like, look, we would suffer a small bit with it, but it's rare you get it as bad as that, like. That's
we've never seen it in our lifetime.
No, that's very exceptional, like.
Did the storm do any damage here?
It didn't really. We were worried with all the talk about it beforehand, like, and the talk of the worst storm ever to come, but thankfully it didn't.
No, there was no leaves on the trees either, like.
That's true, yeah, that's true.
That helped it, yeah.
And I'd say whether or not it was affected it as well, like, but say with the snow, that seemed to knock an awful lot of branches that were vulnerable off as well, like, yeah.
You're going into one of our sheds here now. What have we inside in this shed, John?
Inside this shed now, we have the dry cows and calving area, and we also have the in-calf heifers. We built this shed in
You have our own heifers?
Our own heifers, yeah.
What are they in calf to?
They're just in calf to white-head bull. They're on the out farm, so I just find it handier just let the bull off with them.
Yeah.
I know some fellas do AI. It can be handier, but
No space sheeting in the roof here.
we have, yeah, we find it
It's
a
a
great
new,
job.
it's a new shed, is it?
It's a new shed, yeah. It was built in 2018. The old shed, we're just hit the capacity in that. So we were wondering, would we, wouldn't we? And 2018, we built this. We built a new calf house, and we were delighted with it.
With regards with straw and hay, what you do with it?
Well, what we've here is we've a few bales of rushes, and there's one boggy field down near us here, and we try and cut that every year.
And you bale it for bedding?
Bale it for bedding, yeah.
Find
Bale
it
it
a
for
good
bedding.
job.
I find it a good job. It spares the straw anyway. Like,
Yeah.
Probably wouldn't use it on calves. We use it on where the cows are calving.
Right.
All right, just use it as a bed
You
underneath
find it
them.
good?
Find it good, yeah. Find it good.
great.
You might have to top it up with straw and stuff like that, but it spares it anyway.
You've automatic scrapers here.
We have, yeah.
You put them in after the shed was built or with it?
With it all went in together. No, find it a great job. Great job, yeah. Keeps them very clean.
I see you have cameras as well. Is that
Very handy, yeah. Very handy altogether now.
Is that where the cows be calving?
That's where the cows be calving there, like you can just keep an eye on them.
Keep an eye on
Look, probably come over and check them last thing at night anyway, but it's great. Like if you think there is something calving, look, you'd look it on your phone, half an hour later, check them again.
Is that like the last farm we were in? There's a cock here as well. Is he him watching everything? Is he in control of everything here? Look,
He's watching everything. I don't know if he's in control, but he's around
sizing
the
up.
place.
He's sizing up things.
He's looking after himself well anyway. There's no fear of him.
He's thick, fat.
He is.
Have you a few hens and stuff as well?
We have a few hens, but they're only a hobby. They're
Okay, yeah.
nothing much, like only a few eggs for ourselves, so that's it.
Very good, very good.
There's a small boat here. Was it rowing you were or was it fishing you were?
Well, that's a fishing boat. We didn't fish in a while, but no, we have it. We take it out in the lakes there every now and again, like we're stuck with a rowing club as well. So that's the main interest.
The rowing was a big thing here in Killarney. They have their own type of rowing, sixes, is it?
They have, yeah, 6-oared boats, yeah.
Which is different to the rest of Ireland.
Yeah, there's 5 different clubs here in Killarney, like, so for a town.
There's a history, of it going way back.
There is, yeah, definitely.
And it's been kept going to this day.
It is, yeah.
What
They're all
kind of
selective.
fish would be in the lake now people be fishing for?
In the lake, generally there's salmon and there's trout. There are a few other fish, but mainly salmon and trout. That's what the people be fishing
People
for.
are allowed to fish.
They are, yeah. They are, yeah. There are a few other dry cows here. And down here, the lower section, this is where the milkers will be at night as well then.
Cubicles,
Cubicles, yeah, and automatic scrapers in it as well.
Very good.
This shed is here a few years.
It is, definitely. Originally, it used to be the silage pit in here.
Right.
And in 2008, we converted it then to easy feed for the cows. Initially, like, the pit was here, and the cows would be self-feed off the pit on both sides of it.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that was the initial run of it here.
Good job.
You'd be scraping a lot of yards in as well and stuff like that. It was, but I suppose where they were eating as well, there was an open yard at both ends, so that used to gather a lot of water as well, like, and stuff. But
When you're
different
liming,
times.
you have to lime once or twice a day.
I generally lime twice a day for the milkers,
Right.
and as they're coming closer to the calving over in the shed as well, we do them twice a day.
What's the biggest problems you'd have from the dairy? Would mastitis or what? Or
You'd be trying to prevent it, like cell count as well. Like, you might actually have case of mastitis, but cell count might rise. So that's just if bits of dirt are around them and stuff like that.
yeah,
So just
for people who don't know what that is, explain what the cell count.
cell count, that's it's a measure of the white blood cells in the milk. It's assigned two things: either there's an infection in them, or else they're under stress. But generally, trying to keep things regular, trying to keep the machine serviced, and trying to keep the area cleared, that kind of keeps it down.
Are these dry cows here now? What they look to be in calves, mum, do they?
Oh, they're in calf, like they've just been dried off milking, and we normally give them maybe 2 months off before they calve again. And these ones won't be calving until end of March, start of April.
Do you milk all year round?
We have done, yeah. I suppose this year now we would have milked maybe late calvers and maybe a few that didn't go in calf as well, and milked them through the winter.
Yeah.
So you can't go on no spree.
Huh?
You can go on no drinking spree nearly for the whole year round.
We've to time it well. Inside here now is into the calf house where we've 14 calves now at the moment, so this is where they are.
This is the new shed, is it?
It is, yeah. This one went up in 2018 as well. So the calves here, they find comfort, and we find comfort dealing with them as well.
Yeah. So these are, when were all these born up?
These ones, they started being born the last week in January, and last one born this morning.
So this time of the year you'll get very little snow in the cold weather.
No,
that comes
already,
later on.
Later on, yeah.
Yeah.
That's with the mild weather. and
March and
also
April, yeah, I see.
Generally after Paddy's Day is the danger time, like
Cold
simply
weather, so they wouldn't get as much
That's
snow.
it, no.
the bugs don't live as well. And also what you have as well is these calves are coming straight into a clean area, whereas the calves, let's say, coming from Paddy's Day on, there might have been a lot of calves through the shade, and there might be a build up inside
Yeah.
it.
When will the calves go to grass by you?
Looky here, I'll actually show you here as well. We have a small haggard here. So you put them out, as soon as the weather gets mild, they can go out here. They get used to the electric fence out here as well.
Oh yeah. Oh, small, tidy little
Just
area.
small, tidy area. It gets them used to the electric fence as well. And then after that, they're used to it. And
come back in
once
if the weather's bad and
if
stuff.
the weather's bad, they go back straight in, and we lock them in. Generally, we let them out by day, and then in by night, and then after a bit,
Is
we
it a
let them
hard
in
thing
out.
to get young calves used to fencers?
It can be at times, but with this, there's sheep wire all around it as well. So look, they just go in, they get their couple of cracks off it, and yeah, it puts a bit of manners on them as well.
Very good.
They could play outside of it like young lads.
Exactly.
So this is you have a few doorways out.
We have, yeah. There's 3 different sections here, like, so you can let them all out, or you can just let one pin out at a time as well, like, yeah.
Oh, you can let all this out or whatever.
You could, yeah, that's the thing.
So you're starting going calving now to get right busy over the next
Oh, well, yeah.
couple weeks, will it?
Definitely, without a doubt.
This calf here, what breed of a calf is this?
This is Belgian Blue. We generally do AI for Frisians for replacements.
Yeah.
And then we might do a bit of beef AI as well. This one's mother now, she'd be one of the oldest cows we have. So let's say for the replacements, the younger cows would have a higher EBI, there'd be better genetics in them. So for the old ones, then we might just put a beef straw on them.
Is it usually Belgian blue or?
We could normally go with Belgian Blue. We find them decent enough to calve, and if we find the calves go well, and
Yeah,
they get a
come
good
on,
price,
like-
and they get a good price in the market, so we're happy out with them.
I see here you have a spoiler feed bin. Here,
do,
they're
yeah.
made over in Mallow. We deal with them ourselves.
That's right, yeah. No, we use that there for the dairy ration for the cows. We feed them inside in the parlours.
What ration? What ration? Who'd you get the ration from?
I get the ration from Kerry Group,
Very good.
Kerry Agribusiness.
Find it good?
Find a grand, find a grand, yeah.
Very good. And what's inside here now? The shed here.
Inside here is their kind of weaning heifers. These will be the ones now that'll be going calf later this year, hopefully.
So these are your replacements, is it?
Replacements, yeah.
Very good. And what's their diet now at the moment?
Their diet at the moment, they're on pit silage, and they're getting about 1.5 kg ration a day as well.
Very good.
They're well packed.
They're in good order.
They're not too bad. They're not too bad now.
When will you let them after the bull?
About the start of May, about first week of May, we'll be starting them.
So will the older cows get AI first?
The older cows will start getting AI first, maybe about a week beforehand. And these ones in the bull will go out with them there first week in May. And hopefully they get on well.
I see this Harry here. I remember when people used to use the horse long ago. I see we the type of that now for harrowing the field.
Ah, yes. No, it'll be good. It's trying to bring up a few stones, all right, and stuff, but no, it's good weapon, all right.
A lot of these old things now, they're very rare.
That's right.
But they're more valuable than the new things.
Speaking of old things, we've an old cottage here as well. Might give a look at it as well. We done it up there a few years ago.
Was there someone living in it before?
My father would lived in it, but
all right, for the dwelling.
The last people moved out of it in 1978.
Oh Christ, that's
so
a long time ago.
Idle for a long time.
Was it gone half rotten in a wet or?
It wasn't too badly gone down, but no, it just took a bit of work to bring it back again. All right.
We're heading off in here now. The half door.
The half door.
They were in the houses long ago. They looked out over them. That was to keep the young lads in.
And the hens out, they said.
Oh yeah, maybe right. Yes, the hens out. Well said. Because they were round outside the door, right.
Of course.
And they'd be picking at the door. I remember there was an old, obviously, a fireplace here in olden times.
That's right, yeah.
Before this was put in.
That was.
There'd be a big chimney in them.
That's right, yeah. Big open chimney going up, yeah.
And we'd sit down there and we'd take off our Wellingtons and our shoes and we'd warm our legs to the fire.
Of course.
Better than anything. There's nothing to equal it today.
Just explain about the stairs and all that stuff.
We done up the house here in 2021. That's the original stairs there. Here there was room downstairs, and 2 bedrooms upstairs. And the other bedroom upstairs here, they used to be accessed by a ladder.
A
ladder, yeah.
We see there's a deer here. The history of deers around Killarney.
Oh, there's a lot of deer around this.
No, for the red deer, is it?
The red deer, there's a lot of Siki here as well. That fella's a red deer. He was found dead up the fields here back over 10 years ago. And there was a local man inside in town. He's an Austrian man, but he's living in Killarney for over 40 years. He's a taxidermist, Kurt Decker.
Yeah.
And he came out, and when he was working him, getting the head off him, he said his neck and chest was all bruised, and there was puncture wounds in his body, so your man was killed by another deer. Fighting. Fighting.
Yeah, because they're massive hardens.
He's a big fella. He's a 15-pointer.
He is that. They're big horns.
They are, definitely.
Oh, they had a place for the plates, the knives and everything.
That's right, yeah. And all the old delf up on it.
And there used to be, I'd say, a good quality timber or wood
Oh,
to make
it would
them.
be, yeah. It would be. They'd have to, long-lasting.
What was the main diet? Bread, brown bread, what?
Bread and potatoes.
And bacon and cabbage.
Yeah, they're their own carrots and everything.
That's right.
They used to grow everything.
They'd kill a few pigs themselves.
They wouldn't be going to the village every day for a bag of bottle of milk. They're their one milk.
It's a concrete floor and you just tile it up and slab it.
That's right, yeah. Yeah, put the old flagstones on top of it.
Flagstones,
Yeah.
The stairs in here, Jesus.
Small stairs up there.
Was that original stairs there as well?
No, we had to do that.
Okay, yeah.
We said the ladder mightn't pass health and safety, so.
Yeah. And you put a little kitchen here
A
as
little
well.
kitchen here then as well.
And you have people staying here in the farm with you and stuff?
We don't really, like, generally what we'd use it for is normally the month of December. The last number of years we've had Santa come and visit.
Oh, very good.
And he'd come in at the weekends in. We'd have a lot of people come to visit and see him.
Very good. To be good farm diversification, to ring to down the line.
True. Could be, yeah. We might even try that in the future.
Like the cones.
Atrum wouldn't have been an original feature in a cottage like this.
No.
So we knocked into the shed that was next door to it, a lean-to, and we created this.
Would every house before have a bath?
They would not.
No.
They would down to the river. Hot water in a bucket. There was no talks of bath. I think we didn't get a bathroom until 1972, as far as I can remember. There was no talks of it.
Washing the river?
I suppose. They wouldn't be going for the baths every minute anyway.
No.
And they lived away.
That's for sure.
This brings us back to the open days. There was a fine open fire obviously here before this was put in.
Before my time?
Before our time, yeah. But I remember it well. And the big chimney going up.
That's it,
And then you could cut the blocks. You wouldn't want to be having them a foot long. You could have them 3 feet near there.
They'd fit in fine.
Cut in the timber and you'd use the 2 ends again, could be thrown back in again. So the people had no chainsaws. They had to cut them with, I suppose, a cross cut, wasn't it?
Crosscut, that's right.
By hand. Here now, outside the ice cream parlour, we'll call it. And it's a converted horse box, is it?
It is, yeah.
And it does it work fine.
It does fine, in fairness now. We tote around there, do various parties or food festivals.
Functions.
Or functions, anything, yeah.
To do up willing, yeah.
It's like literally you just pull up and put on the back butt and we open it up and start serving ice cream out of it.
Jeez.
So now we've been looking now, we've done weddings, communions, birthday parties, football clubs, schools.
Mostly
everything.
around Kerry, I suppose.
Mostly around Kerry, yeah. Mostly around Kerry, yeah.
We're here inside in an old cobware. It's not a cobware any longer now, but you could tie on 4 cows here and on this side.
That's right, yeah.
2 on each side of the wall.
And
then
there'd be trough in front of them to eat,
and
they'd be milked inside here then as well.
Yeah, and I think in olden times, well, when we were in our old place, and yeah, we'd leave out the cows by day and come in again in the night.
Ah, yes.
And they'd sit, well, we'd have a mountain outside. They could sit, you couldn't very well leave them into fields, but they'd sit down outside for half the day, and they'd come back in again out of the food out before. When they'd come in, they'd all know their own place.
That's right.
They'd go into their own stalls.
And in a few places, they'd actually cut furze as bedding from.
That's right.
Yeah.
They used
Furze bushes,
yeah,
as bedding.
and we're doing 2 jobs in one.
That's the thing, like,
I think they was just set. Horses used to eat the furze one time.
That's right.
There was a machine.
The chopping machine from, I see that
Yeah.
above on a neighbour's farm there at one stage, all right.
Yeah.
What a fellow you say as well is they used to go along and burn a bit of the furze. And whenever, after the furze being burnt.
Till grow up again.
No, but the horses would eat it as well. There was something
All right,
like
I
that they love it,
I
like.
didn't know that, no.
Jeez.
Here we are inside the milking parlour. How long is this parlour here and how many cows can it milk?
The original parlour here was built in the 60s and initially I think it was a 5 unit and then it got increased to 6 unit and in 2010 we went along and we changed it and increased it to 12 unit.
There weren't many milking parlours in the 60s that were only getting going.
Definitely not.
You can milk 24 so.
Well, 12 either side, yeah. 12 either side.
Gosh, that's great.
It is, yeah. It's a
How
mighty
long
job.
would it take you to milk them?
Generally about an hour and a half. About an hour and a half you're doing
That's not too bad, I suppose, is it?
No.
And your father had how many cows back then, you said?
He would have had about 40, 45 cows back then.
And how long were we talking to milk back then?
He had a milking machine probably. There was no, you never remember milking by hand. They'd sit down and...
And not if we had a sick one outside the field or something,
Yeah.
that might have to do it like, but I wouldn't fancy doing 40 of them.
Yeah, but people, but people with small numbers, that's how they...
they had, yeah.
And I'd
Yeah,
say
they
big
had
numbers in the 40s and 50s,
That's
they'd
right,
milk
yeah,
them
they
by
still had
hand.
to do them, like, yeah.
They had to do it, yeah.
That's all that was there, I suppose.
Yeah,
That's all that was
twice a
there.
day. Do you like the milking? You get into that for so long.
I get into that song, all right, yeah.
And it comes natural.
It does. It's not the worst job in the world.
No,
the worst
it is
job in the
not.
world either, no.
Will you always stay at milking or will you keep
I
going?
suppose that's a plan. Like, hopefully the next generation might come up and take over it. We'll see
And
where
you
that
have
goes.
kids as well, you know?
We do, yeah.
Oh, very good.
6 children, so.
You've been 6?
6.
Oh, you have plenty help, so.
Well, you'd be hoping.
What ages?
All the way from 18 down to 4.
Right.
You plenty help, so you're all right.
We'll see. Time will tell.
That's right. A lot of young people have no interest in farming.
That's the thing, like, yeah.
Yeah. They don't want to bother. Even some people say that they wouldn't even take the farm if they got it.
That's the trouble.
That says that anyway, but couldn't do sell it. To be always valuable. Land is valuable. What brand of a milking parlour is this now?
It's a Gascoigne milking parlour. We've recording jars as well. They wouldn't be in every parlour either. I suppose they were in my father's parlour. I just kept on to them. Find them very handy because you can see exactly what the cows have. And straight away you could tell if a cow's off. You know, she's down in milk or something like that. Just find it very handy that way.
So these are the jars here, is it?
They are, yeah.
You'll see the milk coming in like...
See the milk coming in and it generally holds on to them. And you can go along and see, like, let's say if a cow normally, she has maybe 3 gallons. If she comes in the following morning, she's down at 1 gallon. Obviously, there's something wrong with her. There's some reason she's off. So it's a great telltale sign that way, yeah.
Visually, you can see something wrong straight away.
Exactly, yeah.
Oh, that's a great thing to have.
Oh, without a doubt, yeah. Without a doubt.
I hear that a few farm tours called you as well.
There is, yeah. We do a few there, like we've a few privates. And next thing we've a few that are done through, let's say, the Ross in the Park in Killarney as well. Just for supplying in ice cream there and yogurt there. So next thing, we get a few tours out as well.
Yeah, they'd be mad for the ice cream, especially in the summer.
In the summertime, yeah, it's a big hit, definitely. And we can bring them out then and show them exactly where it comes from. Show them the cows as well and stuff like that. And it's cow to cone then, like they can see the cows outside and they can trace it through from the cow to the milk to the cream into the ice cream.
Yeah.
So where we live now, the land maybe isn't as good and there's more mountain, but a lot of people gave up the creamery because when the new restrictions came in, your milk will have to pass the test and you'll have to set up. It will cost a lot of money and you'll want a lot of cows to justify it. You know, Tyndall had with 15 or 16 cows, couldn't pay him to go into the modern system.
It costs too much to upgrade, yeah.
Yeah. So we see down Norway now, so there's less than 10% of farmers, well less than 10% of farmers. Yeah. And the same going back Temple Kinmare, Sneem, all back South Kerry, do the very same. I suppose up in North Kerry to be different.
Some of the big lads are getting bigger and bigger.
That's the thing, they're pushing on completely, like, so it's kind of, the amount of farmers are getting down, maybe the amount of cows is actually increasing, like,
it said there in Farmers Journal that there's the same amount of farmers, but there's less farmers because people are buying up farms.
That's right, yeah. That's right.
That's right.
What about the nitrates? Will that affect you?
It's really small, but like, I suppose like everything, like it's changing every year with that, like.
Yeah. With regards buying with nuts and slurry and all.
That's right, all these restrictions coming in, like, without a doubt.
That's it for another video from Multris and Killarney. We'll see you for the next one.
What have you done, boys?
To hell with YouTube.